Hey guys, how's it going? This is Deadly. Today I'm going to be discussing 0.57 DayZ. I don't do a whole lot of commentaries for DayZ anymore. I gotta do more of them to just kind of discuss the game and how it's going in its development from my perspective. But today I really just want to focus on looting equipment in 0.57 DayZ. For those who are unaware, DayZ goes through a variety of different patches. Every so often, every month or two, there's a brand new content patch that comes out with new guns, changes to the loot cycle, changes to how zombies react, and one of the most distinct changes is how you can loot inside of the world. And today I'm going to be focusing on that for players that might be struggling in 0.57 to find equipment. So immediately, whenever you spawn on the coast, you're going to have a variety of different options that you can go for. And just kind of disclaimer here, the content that you guys are seeing right now may not relate exactly to what I'm speaking about. This is just some gameplay footage of some awesome PvP that I had this afternoon inside Berezino. But it is kind of relevant, because Berezino, I want to talk about that a little bit. Right now, the game isn't really playing the way it should, and the reason why is because of guardhouses. So if you spawn on a coastal city with a guardhouse like Berezino, Svetlogorsk, Chernogorsk, Electro, some of these towns have these little guardhouses which you used to not be able to enter, but now you can. And one of the problems with these guardhouses is their loot is completely broken. So they'll spawn a hell of a lot of equipment like vests, backpacks, AKs, pistols, magazines, ammunition, pretty much everything that you need to get geared in like 5 seconds flat, these guardhouses have, which is a particular problem because it doesn't really make the game flow very well. I am a huge player in the northern regions of the map, around Vereznik, Vybor, Northwest Airfield, Starry. That's my area, that's where I love to play. And obviously, if you can get completely kitted on the coast, you're not going to be able to find that many people to interact with or get into firefights with. And obviously, if you guys watch my streams and my channel, you know that I love firefights in DayZ. It's one of my favorite things. I love player interaction, but there's just nothing like getting bullets shot at you. I just love it. So, if you're struggling in this patch, go to those guardhouses. You're going to get loot, but if I was to give you some advice, don't rely on it because it's not going to be like that forever. As soon as the next patch rolls out to stable, those guardhouses are not going to be spawning that much equipment. So you want to make sure that you don't rely on that completely. But there's also some other things that are really awesome. Hunting stands, also known deer stands. If you're from the mod, that's what everyone called them. All around the map, there's been a lot of new deer stands, especially around Gorka, that have been added to the game, which is extremely exciting news. So if you're a guy who loves to use hunting scopes, Winchesters, blaze rifles, CR527s, Mosins, Sporters, that kind of stuff, that is where you're going to want to go. If you're struggling from town to town, you can't find a gun, start opening up DayZdatabase.com/map, start looting all of these deer stands, and you will find a weapon and a couple hunting scopes. But also keep in mind that the looting at the deer stands are also really buggy and broken right now. So although you might be able to find a lot of guns this patch, it may not relate to down the road. Another good place to find weapons this patch is broken down vehicles and cars. So in the back of pickup trucks, that's a really good spot to find like Mosins and rifles and things like that. You can also find ammunition for the Mosin Nagant. A lot of people haven't been able to find 7.62 x 54 MR. You can actually get that very easily if you just start looting a lot of cars. You can also find CR527 magazines, the magazines that you need to use in order to chamber 5 rounds into that carbine. You can find them at vehicles pretty easily. You can also find those from deer stands as well. So that's kind of where I've been finding all of my guns right now. I also go to all the military bases, the crashed light tanks, the BTRs, the BMPs, anything that looks like rusted and broken down. Make sure you go over there and check it out because there's a high chance that you'll find something, especially the tanks. So if you're going to a military base, like let's say Vereznik, Behind Resnick, there's always going to be that tank that's in the woods. That tank has a lot of awesome stuff, like suppressors and Cashton scopes, which is the new AK sight. You can also get SKS and lots of ammo for your AKs as well. Some weapons I haven't been seeing a lot in the general loot cycle are the AKMs and the AK-101s, M4s, and that's pretty much it actually. Those are the kind of the main weapons that I haven't been seeing. I have found an AKM from a Russian helicopter. I have found an AUG from a UH-1Y helicopter, which is or the American UN helicopter, whatever you want to call it. They spawn there, but the M4 is apparently not spawning. Neither is the AK-101. However, if you are lucky, more lucky than I have been, then you will be able to find an SVD at a Russian helicopter. And the SVD shoots 7.60 by 54 MR, and it comes with a PSO scope on the gun. And you can also find magazines from military bases around the map. And these magazines hold 10 rounds. So you can have a 10 round 7.62 by 54 MR sniper rifle with an amazing scope, easy to scale, easy to zero, beautiful. I'm looking for it. I haven't been able to find it, but I am looking for it very, very hard. Right now, from what I've heard, you can only get them from the Russian helicopters. So if you're somebody like me who doesn't like the server hop, then you're gonna have a bad time, but that's where you find them. Other than that, my main thing, if you want to find jackets and a bunch of stuff, just loot everything. That's kind of my tip for everybody here. If you're looking for food, I get a lot of people who come to my stream saying, hey Deadly, I can't find food, I can't find anything. Loot every single building in a town. If you can't find anything, move on to the next town, loot every single building, and continue to move on into the middle of the map, and you'll find a lot of stuff. Or you can take it the easy way out and go to Berezino, loot every single guardhouse. I believe there is 4 guardhouses in Berezino. That's a pretty easy way of getting geared right now. Not the best way, because I just don't feel like that's the way the game should be played, but that's a really good way of getting gear in 0.57 right now if you guys are struggling. One of the main reasons why gear is really fucked up right now is because persistency is not enabled. So all this gear may spawn in on day 1, but as the days progress over a course of a week, the gear gets less and less and less and less and less and less. That's how persistency is supposed to work, and things are supposed to respawn based on the amount of things that have been consumed or destroyed or hidden or not picked up. Like there's a whole thing on central loot economy. I'm not going to get into it. You can find it on like DayZ TV. They have a really good guide on there. Wobo has a really good guide if you guys are looking for somebody to explain central loot economy. But anyways, that's kind of my tips for 0.57, how to get gear if you're struggling. If you guys want to see more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments below. And I also want to know your guys' opinion on 0.57 in DayZ. Are you liking it? Do you dislike it? Are you having fun with it? Are you frustrated? I'd love to hear from you. And anyways, guys, my name is DeadlySlob. I will see you guys in the daily live streams every single day, starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. And I'll see you guys in the next DayZ video.